Yo, what's up, man? Good
What's
morning,
up, man?
guys. All right, so we got the stream started. We got Mitch here already. Watching a few. It looks like I'm guessing Bitcoin spiked this morning, is what it looks like. RIOT, MARA, a couple of these other blockchain-related stocks are starting to run in pre. I'm guessing Bitcoin spiked. I haven't looked at Bitcoin quite yet,
I'll take a look.
but it seems like it probably did. Seems like it probably spiked here.
Yeah, it's up on the day. It passed that 8,000 mark. Remember, I talked about that was going to be a resistance for it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's starting to make that run to 12,000. If you're interested in trading cryptos, I definitely probably, especially a day to day. I've seen the gappers list. It's really not anything to brag about. So definitely, if you're interested in cryptos, this could be a day for you. Let me check it out on the hourly.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a coffee. Mitch, hold the stream down real quick.
Yeah, guys. I'm looking at the cryptos right now. Bitcoin and just about every single one of them are up. I usually like to play Litecoin and Ethereum more than Bitcoin, just because I feel like I can measure it more as it's lower price. But Bitcoin has been up since about 12:15 a.m. It's made a nice steep move, consolidated in that 8,000 range. Now made a steep move up there again to 8,200. I could see this probably going to the 12,000 huge resistance mark that it has up there. It'll be interesting to just watch on the side. I've traded Bitcoin before, but it's usually where I try to get it on the bottoms or panics, and that's when I've usually done really well. So I try to read support, multiple days support, or like a week of support, and then I take it off of that. Um, like last time, I got it in the 6,700 area and was able to sell it up there near 10,000. This time I saw the low at like 50 something, 57s. But yeah, from the gappers list today, guys, I don't really see anything that's just throwing me into the market, guys. Yesterday was a no trade day, and it's looking like it could possibly be a no trade day again. One of the
Yeah.
key things I'm gonna do is really just see the market, see how when it opens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching a few. I'm watching the Bitcoin related stocks like RIOT, MARA, DPW, some of the crypto related stocks. I'm also watching CLF from yesterday. CLF ran some yesterday. Looks still up a lot. Um, and so gonna watch CLF. Watching HCLP as well. HCLP is up from 1083. It's at 1450 now. So, had a big gap yesterday. Ran some. Um, like I said, watching these crypto related stocks, the last crypto day where crypto ran a decent amount was actually a green day, a decent day for me. So we'll see how it goes. Aside from cryptos, I don't see anything, but cryptos are moving. Hopefully, we'll get a good few plays, but you never know. The market's still slow, really slow. So we'll see. I posted my watch list to the chat. Um, oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, for the cryptos, I definitely need to see volume though. It's
Yeah.
been moving on the daily, but it's not really the volume, at least in the last day or two. So I we got a good amount of volume in 718 and 717, where it got up to 6 million. I need to see it
Yep.
at least get into that million mark to really show that traders are actually in this and trying to move it.
Right.
I feel like it's been kind of just moving up, moving up, moving it up, and I definitely don't want to get caught on that seat pool. It's
Yeah.
definitely getting to the resistance now and two important levels.
So let's
Um,
see. We'll
it'll
see.
be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully, we get a good day today, but we'll see how many of these are actually tradable. All
Yeah, I
right.
was I was excited to start the day. I was here nice and early, looking at a bunch of stocks, trying to see, what really was gonna move today, and
Nothing.
just didn't really. Yeah, it was like one of those mornings where I'm like, come on, where's the next mover? Where's the next jumper? And
Right.
just
There's
couldn't
nothing
get
there.
anything really.
Right. I was looking at
Yeah,
stockmarketwatch.com.
surprise.
I went through stockmarketwatch.com and there was nothing. Like nothing on Stock Market Watch. It's
Yeah, I
all.
look at my gappers list and it's nothing. That
So let's see if any of these are tradable. RIOT is tradable. CLF is tradable. MARA is tradable. HCLP is tradable. SPCB is tradable. HLX is tradable. TLRY tradable. I tradable. ATI tradable. DDE. They added DDE. Nice. Okay, DDE still extended. All right, guys, so every stock on my watch list is tradable this morning. That's pretty cool. First time I think that's ever happened. But every stock on my watch list is tradable. That's nice for TradeNet to add. All right, so let's see what else we got here.
did you see SCon jump up? I think that was like a merger or a
Yeah.
sell or something like that. I think it might have been a reverse split.
Yeah, it looks like one. It looks like a reverse split for sure. So it's
That's
probably
one
not
to
going to
keep an
move.
eye on.
I mean,
You never know. You never know. On a slow day, it could move. I would just keep a price alert on it. The high of the day, you could put even a price alert up there like 10.50 or $11 if you just see it move.
yeah, it's a 1 to 10 or 1 for 10 reverse split, which happened today. So that's what it is.
Okay. You look at the price where it was. It was at
84.
$1,
Yeah,
$10.
it's
There you
at the
go.
right price. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looking for stuff to trade. There's not. I mean, there's a few options. Like there's RIOT, CLF, HCLP, MARA. You know, there is TLRY. Looks okay here.
I'll be watching CDMO. I'll be looking for this stock to maybe just give up those gains that it's been doing on the daily, come back to $5.
CDMO. Oh yeah, Mitch, I wanted to show you something. So look, so let me look at this. Like, well, look at this, Mitch. Like, this is, I think this is really important for the V-wap fade setup. So like, look at, what was the one from yesterday? BRN. Right, and remember what I said. Like, look at this. Look at these three stocks. Right, BRN. Look at DERM from a while back when it actually worked. I'm trying to show you kind of what you might have to bring up a longer term chart. It's on. I figured out something about the VWAP fade, and it's like it looks the same on each chart. Like watch, if you go to DERM and you look at it on.
It was the 11th or something like that.
It was the 29th. It was 629 for DERM.
Oh yeah, the 11th was the TIVA trade.
Right, and then you look at AXON from a few days ago, and you see that they all look the same. Like what happened with all of these is that they formed a range in pre-market, and then whenever they did the VWAP fade, they broke through that range on the way down. Right, and so they all broke through that range and just kept going. Like they broke through that support in pre-market every single time.
That's the real key. That's what happened on the trade that you took. I think it was either yesterday, I think it was, where it didn't break really the support, and then you got in on the VWAP. It didn't really break the support. It just went to the support and kind of hung around there. And that's what we want to see. We want to see that breakage of support with heavy volume. That's really the signal.
Because if you look at AXON, if you look at all three of these I have on my screen, which are AXON, BRN, and DERM, they all look very similar, especially BRN and AXON. And it's like they formed support. There was a gap. Like the key is there was a gap in pre-market in between the closing price and the next support level. There was a gap in each one. And what happened was all three of these filled those gaps once they broke under that last support level. Another thing is that I notice it's much better when the stock kind of looks a little bit weaker in pre-market. Like it gaps up in after hours like AXON and BRN, and then it looks weaker in pre-market. I think it has a better chance of working then as well. So, because I was like looking back on all the examples of this, so like I like it much. Like DERM obviously is an outlier to that, but if you look at AXON and BRN, like if they push up in after hours, then look weak in pre-market, a lot of times they end up coming back down the next day.
Yeah, I mean it's always has to do also. You got to look at the daily, big picture, small picture.
Right.
You know, um, the the micro is always going to be that. It's going to be the breakdown and support with huge volume. That's really where the trade comes from. It's when it breaks that support with such big volume, it becomes a resistance,
Right.
and so it just starts flushing down to the next support. And then what we're doing is we're catching it on the bounce up
Right.
as it tries to squeeze out anybody that's slamming on the bid.
Right. All right.
Because the best traders don't really worry too much. They usually got big enough accounts that 5-10 cents is not what they're looking for. They're trying to really hammer down, so they don't have no problem hammering on the bid
Right.
and then adding on the bounces. That's what they do. They hammer on the bid, let it crack that support. When it bounces, they add even more,
Right.
improve their average, and then they hammer it down.
I mean, that's what I do is I buy on the bid. I don't buy on the ask. The ask is too hard to get filled on a short position, so I just buy on the bid and just get in.
What I
as
like to
fast
do
as I
is I like
can.
to put the order out near that V-wap. If I already decided when it comes down and it gets to that bottom that I want to get in at a certain price, I like to put that price out there. That's how you're gonna mainly get filled on the ask because it's just gonna bounce up to your order, versus as you wait for the order to be on the bid. But that's two approaches,
Right.
you know.
They're
The
both
only
viable.
yeah the only thing that's gonna really do is just separate you by a penny or two.
Is
So
Bitcoin spiking right now? I know MARA
it's gonna
spiked,
keep going.
RIOT
It
spiked.
it's just gonna be a daily move.
Yeah.
So expect it to continue going, and of course they move because they mine Bitcoin.
Right.
That's their thing. They mine. So
All right, so let's look up on some of these news. I'm sure a lot of them is going to be crypto-related news today. First one I can look at is RIOT. I know this one specifically is a blockchain-related stock. I kind of knew, like as soon as I saw that RIOT was up, I kind of immediately looked up MARA, DPW, and a lot of these other stocks that I know are crypto stocks. Not really any news release out on these. They're just up because crypto's up. Same thing with MARA. I don't even need to look it up. CLF is still up. Let's see if it had any recent news story out aside from the one from yesterday. CLF. No, not really. Nothing new came out for CLF. HCLP, same thing, I'm guessing. Kind of looking at SPCB here. Not my favorite one at all, but I mean, it's the only one that I see a catalyst for. I mean, it's the only one that is up that's not a crypto stock. Alright, it just put out a press release that said it's going to report its second quarter 2018 results with significantly improved EPS and EBITDA. So that's good news for SPCB. It's just a press release they put out, and so it may be a little bit of a puff piece, or fluff piece, but
hey guys, a really cheap stock, EYEG.
EYEG. Oh wow, look at EYEG.
It's like a dollar magnet right now.
Is it tradable? No, it's not.
Yeah, it's more for everybody else. It's like
Yeah.
a Weeble kind of trade.
Man, it looks
Especially
good.
at 80 cent. Yeah, it looks like it could get to that $1.
Right.
Has a good gap there. Good amount of volume coming in there. I know some traders that are long it at
Is
like
it crypto?
79 cents.
Is it crypto?
Is it crypto? No, it's a bio.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking it up now. So, EYEG received FDA approval of 2 IDE submissions for its ocular bandage gel. So it's eye bandage gel. So something with it, some type of eye bandage gel that
Yeah,
helps.
That just sounds like I want to gain my relisting in the
Right.
market.
Exactly.
So we know that stocks have to hold the dollar for a certain amount of days
To remain
hold their
listed.
listing.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a perfect news for it to get right back above that $1 mark.
Interesting. So, moving on to what is it? HLX. Very
Good potential
low
there.
volume. Yeah. Whatchamacallit? EYEG looks good. I can't trade it, but it looks good. Looking at HLX, low volume here. Gapping up from 875 to 945. All right, so it sounds like HLX second quarter results beat street expectations and estimates. The second quarter EPS was 12 cents per share, reversing the net loss of 2 cents per diluted share a year ago and beating the Cap IQ mean of 6 cents per diluted share. So better than expected results for HLX, smaller than expected loss. And so that's good news. ATI is another one that's up with low volume. I don't know what's going on this week. Last week was pretty good. This week, not so much. And you see, last week I had 4 out of 5 profitable days. I'm worried this week's going to be worse. I'm worried this week is the wrong week.
Not to get off subject, but have you ever seen Borat when he's like, you see, this, in my country, they go crazy for these two, but not so much this one.
No. I have. It's been a long time since I've seen Borat. Like, I watched it when it first came out.
That one's a good one. That one's a good one for sure.
All right, so ATI sales up 15%. Good second quarter results for ATI. Gapping up, very low volume. Looks okay, just okay. They did add DDE to TradeNet, which is good. And so this is probably going to be one of my main watches, just because if you look at the last few days, I mean, this thing is up from $2, and so it's up. Right now it's at $2.98, so it's up 33% just about. And so we'll see where this one goes as well. But DDE is probably one of my main watches as well. And aside from that, I really don't see anything else that's gapping up that isn't crypto related. I mean, nothing significant at least. I mean, there's SSC, which looks okay, SSC. But very slow Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, SSC doesn't look too bad, but the volume's still really low, but very slow.
From what I heard, it mainly, from what I've heard from bigger traders, it mainly has to do with earnings. Earnings for the large cap stocks usually takes attention away from the small cap stocks.
Right. Man, maybe I should find some larger cap stocks. I just don't see any,
Yeah, it's mainly like earnings plays. So like Google's doing earnings today, and you look it up, and it's
everything else is going to be slow.
Yeah, it's like major index plays today. More like it.
All right, so let's see. I'm trying to find a few other ones that I missed. ACET, XBIO. Yeah, if you look at, like, I'm looking at stockmarketwatch.com, and it's just ugly. There's just nothing. Crypto is it. Like, literally, that's it. So, slow Monday, or slow Tuesday, guys. Be very careful. Don't force anything. CSTM. Maybe starting to get some, I mean, very low volume still. Alright, so we'll see. Gonna watch EYEG even though I can't trade it just to watch it. But yeah, that's everything thus far. I can trade everything on my watch list, which is, good, but not that much to get into. Alright, so let me check the chat. Sorry guys, I'm just now seeing the chat. Good morning, Missouri. Good morning, Adley. Good morning, Muscle. Good morning, D Champion. James, what's up, brother? Good morning, Seven. Good morning, Arian. What's up, brother? Good morning, John. What's up, dude? Bought Bitcoin at 7,400, up $800 so far. Good job, brother. Good job. Sonic, good morning. Abdul, good morning, brother. Tiny, good morning. EYEG. Yeah, I've been watching EYEG. I can't trade it, unfortunately. They'll probably end up adding it tomorrow, but huge move. Good morning, Daniel. HD, good morning. Cool, good morning. Brandman. Yeah, I'm watching CLF for sure for a continuation or a washout. VZ earnings play. Good morning, Mr. Eric, or I should say Eric. VZ. What's the price? Yeah, VZ looks okay. Yeah, a little bit higher cap stock though. than I usually trade, but I could, I'll put it on my other watch list. It can definitely move up to some, take the place of some of these other ones. Good morning, Amy. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, JJ. Mike, how you doing, man? Wahid, good morning, brother. Corey. Yeah, for sure, Corey. It's I'm bummed out, Corey, because Corey says we need a good day today. Where's the volume? This was the week I'm moving up in sizing. Last week I had 4 out of 5 profitable days. Really good week. 80% accuracy last week, and so this week has just been, the volume's just gone. And this was the week I'm supposed to move up in sizing, and so I don't know how comfortable I feel with moving up in sizing in this week, but I'm still gonna give it my shot. But man.
Yeah, no stress. We'll just wait for the right plays. It'll just test our patience and give us the ability to really look for our setup,
Right. Good morning, who
this
gets
is the
this?
key to the best traders know when not to trade. It's not when, everyone knows when the market's hot.
Yep. Yeah, the biggest problem, I think that's a huge problem, is that people think they have to trade every day. What's up, Baron?
It's something that even me and you sometimes it's in our sight because streaming every day for you guys. Right. That's why I always try to tell you guys, you don't have to take a trade. Sometimes the best trade is one that you don't take.
Yep.
It's realizing that that's why we're having much more of a weekly target. When you have too much of a daily profit or a daily loss target, then you just go ahead and you push it to that loss target. Or you see and you're like, man, I need to make my profit target today so I can get the weekly gains that I want. That's not the way it works with trading. You got to really know your weekly risk. There's days where you want to risk more than days like today.
Yep.
When you see the stocks moving your way, moving towards your setup, you're starting to nail it, and you get a good cushion. Those are the days where you're seeing things correctly, your patterns are going your way. That's the day you want to step up a little bit more, not days like today where you're not seeing volume. The real key of low volume is that you get a lot of fake outs, guys.
Yeah, and this, the biggest thing I'm concerned about today is that a lot of these Bitcoin plays look okay, these crypto stocks look decent. But if I'm planning on shorting them and Bitcoin spikes as I'm shorting them, I'm screwed. You know what I mean? The stock's going to go up fast if Bitcoin spikes. And so it's kind of different. It's kind of a different, I'm basing it off of a different thing than I should because it's all about Bitcoin with these cryptos. I mean, they're still going to have momentum, obviously, whichever direction, but we'll see. Last time, I don't know. The last time Bitcoin spiked, I had a nice short on SRAX, which was a V-wap fade, and so maybe we'll get another one. But I'm not. My hopes aren't that high for it. We'll see.
All right. Well, I'll try to keep an eye on the price for you.
All right. Cool says that's why you should learn to trade not only penny stocks but large caps as well, because then you trade based on market conditions. Yeah, I've tried to trade more expensive stocks. I'm not necessarily opposed to that.
Definitely not. It's just more about having the account to do it.
Right.
But most of the times you can get a good range with the bigger stocks. You just have to be more patient.
Exactly. And I just got to get used to sizing with bigger stocks too.
Yeah, it's like about being more patient with the bigger stocks. So if you wait to the right moment, sometimes even in the bigger stocks, you can risk, 10, 20 cents in the bigger stock. You'll see the range. Then the move down will be, $1 or $2. So, that's when you can go ahead and feel more than comfortable with taking the risk. When you see the choppiness in big stocks, that's when you can really hurt yourself. If it's not a clean chart with bigger stocks, that's when you usually get faked out at a bigger stock and the range is bigger. So you don't want to just go ahead and jump too big sizing and then get caught in the chop. So really, really make sure that when you do play bigger stocks, I've seen them really work out. It just has to be a clean chart, clean pattern. And that's honestly what the bigger technical players look for in the bigger stocks also. They're not trying to trade a stock that just goes up and down, up and down. They want a stock that actually has a pattern, a daily pattern.
Trend, you know.
Yeah, a good trend.
Look at PLX, Mitch. I mean, PLX is cheaper, but this is kind of this is like what I look for with this V-wap fade. Like, obviously, I'd have to go pretty big with sizing because the move's only like a 5 or 6 cent move. But like, this is kind of that setup where it pushes up, looks weak and breaks under that support level at 50 cents, and then washes out to the closing price of 43. So about 7 cents to be made there.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea.
Like maybe 500 shares or something like that is what I would have to take with it. But that would be bigger commissions as well. But we'll see. I'm also looking at DDE for possible second day fade here. It's up from $2. It's sitting right at 3 now. So it's up about 33%. So we'll see where it goes. You can see some stocks look stronger than others that are both crypto, like Riot. RIOT looks stronger than MARA, and they're both crypto. And so,
Yeah, for the weak stock idea, that's why I'm sticking with CDMO. I don't know. I just have that instinctual feeling I'm gonna get that VWAP fade from it. It's run up on the daily, had that extension yesterday, and kind of just failed really hard at the top. It's been around these important levels before, not yesterday, but the day before. That's $6. Keeps being a nice resistance for it. So I'll look for it to just kind of fail through that 580. If it fails through that 580, I can see the next support being down here at 560s, and then support number 2, 545.
ooh,
So that's why I see the potential. I see the potential in this stock.
Look at BLIN, Mitch. BLIN is kind of one I'm really looking for because this is kind of that same setup. I mean, the problem is it needs more volume, but I'm looking at a short on BLIN down to 150 possibly, if it looks weak from the get-go, because it's kind of like PLX, but it's a little bit less volume, honestly, but it's a little bit more expensive, so I feel I feel more comfortable shorting it.
BLIN.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's just kind of that setup. Like, let me see.
Yeah.
AXON.
Yeah, the real key is that 150. So
Right.
I do think you can get it. Now, how much range do you got to that 150?
It's 20 cents.
Yeah, so then you're gonna have to adjust a little bit of the share size for it, because
Maybe
when it breaks the
shares.
when you get at the open, it's probably gonna break that support, get down underneath 160. VWAP's probably gonna be around 158, your entry.
Right.
So you got about 18 cents probably a potential to get to that support.
Right.
It's not a bad trade. You just have to know that you shouldn't be risking probably even 10 cents on a trade like that. So you want to risk more about 5 cents, 6 to
Right.
7 cents around there.
For sure. Just because it's a little bit sketchier, you know.
Yeah, not that much of a range for the potential on
Yeah.
the reward side. And then you look at the daily, and it's held that 150 pretty strongly before.
Right. Somebody's asking me, does the VWAP fade only work on a 1-minute chart? Not at all. I mean, I'm pretty sure it works on kind of everything here.
I think honestly, it's more about 1 minute entry, and then you could honestly just sit back and watch on a 5 minute. Usually, the 5 minute actually looks better in the long
Cleaner.
term.
Yeah.
Yeah, cleaner for sure. It's intraday charts. That's what I would say.
Right.
It's not necessarily a 1 minute or a 5 minute. You
Sure.
can do even 15 minutes. I've seen them done. It's just more intraday. Remember, guys, one thing that I'm learning about the VWAP is that it's used a lot by algorithmic traders and their patterns. So that's why you see a lot of the 100 orders around the VWAP.
Good morning, NYC. How you doing this morning? Yeah, I'm watching SSC as well, 7. But yeah, look, I pulled up the AXON, the example of the VWAP fade with a 5-minute chart. And I mean, it's going to be a little bit longer term play. The only one that I don't think works as well is the first, like if it's the one that happens in the first 10 minutes that Mitch and I sometimes use. I mean, you could see it happening right here. Like, you could see this pull back up to the VWAP, but it's just not going to give you that green, like, bounce. But I mean, you can still see it and potentially get into it. But these later on in the day are a little bit more viable with the 5 minute. Like if you look at AXON, this is a 5 minute chart, bounces up to 284. That looks like a good entry. This looks like a good entry, and so the 5 minute works. I think it's a little bit like, I always use the 1 minute chart in the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then I think the 5 minute chart's a little bit better. And so it's all about what works for you, really. Yeah, I'm watching Baron. It's a crypto related stock. It's up with a lot of these. A lot of these crypto stocks are up, like MARA, RIOT, a few other ones. So
Yeah, I'm not. I'll just put it out there, guys. I'm not too much interested in the cryptos for something. Um, just to me, it's not too big of a catalyst when something's moving because of a currency or crypto in this case. I just don't see it as too much to get it back to like some crazy levels. I'll have to see the momentum at the open. My alert scanner is there for me. If the only one that I really kind of could see more momentum in is Riot, and that's why John has it up there on that top left. Um,
yeah,
that's probably about the only one that I could possibly see myself taking a trade on. But that would mean it really, really getting some volume. I need to see it in the millions,
right.
and I'm not really seeing that pre-market. I'm just seeing the stock go up, but really no buyers.
Yeah, the volume's just low today.
Yeah.
We'll see what it all depends on what crypto does at the open. A lot of times crypto moves more.
Yeah, I was hoping for a new stock with a new catalyst,
Right.
something like that. And those are more the stocks that I look for. We're getting kind of like, to me, it's more like it's just moving on the underlying assets. So you got to really track that underlying asset to see if it's going to continue moving in your direction.
Yeah, look at Mitch. Look at somebody just mentioned Matt just mentioned. Good morning, Matt. Just mentioned VALE. Looks decent.
Veil, yeah, it's I think it has a bigger float size. This stock,
Yeah, smaller range. Like,
bigger float.
yeah.
I need to look it up, but I'm pretty sure this stock has a pretty big float size.
Um, John. So yeah, there's kind of like an opposing side. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can't trade GBTC. Joshua. Yeah, I don't think I could trade it. But yeah.
Yeah, the float is in the billions.
Oh
Not my
yeah.
kind of trade.
Yeah, not mine either. But yeah, so John, there's kind of an opposing side of the V-wap fade. It's kind of like the opposite of a V-wap fade. I knew there was one on my watch list yesterday that kind of followed it. Let's see. Let me look at my watch list from yesterday. BRN was a good VWAP fade. HCLP. I mean, even yesterday when the volume was low, BRN was a perfect VWAP fade there. HCLP. RWLK. Oh yeah, I'm looking. RWLK had a few good little VWAP fades in there too that I missed. CLF. Yeah, there's kind of the opposite of a VWAP fade is like a VWAP bounce. There was a few good ones yesterday. I'm trying to find them. You can see this one had a few VWAP like bounces off the VWAP. So yeah, a lot of times like you'll see the stock just kind of be bullish, and then it's kind of the opposite. It's bullish at the open. It bounces off the VWAP, continues up, comes back down, bounces off the VWAP again, and so it's all.
Hey guys, just want to bring up my top two traders that I follow are both saying that it's a scanner day for them. So just to let you guys know, kind of a perspective from bigger traders. They're saying it's scanner day. I'm saying it's scanner day.
What do you mean by
Um,
scanner day?
that means that they don't see anything in pre-market that's worth their money at the open.
Right.
So that they're going to just pay attention to their scanners to let them know what's really moving, what really has the volume for them to actually look at that pattern to then trade it. What
Right.
they're saying is usually they have a plan in the morning. They know exactly the stock they're going to trade. They know the levels they're looking at. And that's why I always say visualize your trade before the open. But in this sense, we got to be different kind of traders. We have to be more reactionary traders. So we want to react to the open versus as be ready to play a specific move.
Right.
Now I am still looking at CDMO. I do think this could give me my VWAP fade, and this is probably the only stock that I would trade out of the open.
I'm gonna watch I too, just because I
Yeah,
has shown
I
the
always have eye on the side, guys.
right.
Always, just for the volatility, I'm always having eye on the side. On important level I have to break down is going to be that 838. So I have an alert set for 838. If it just slams down and goes to support there at
Hey
838,
brother, hold the stream down. I gotta
get
run grab
alerted.
something real quick before the market open. Hold the stream down real quick.
No stress, guys. Yeah, for you guys that can trade EYEG, I think that's probably the best long potential for the day. Riot is just near that $8. It's probably gonna. I could see it doing little runs today. Not really big, just a little bit runs. Probably ending to $8 today. DDE is one to watch at the open. I'm not so interested in BLIN. I just don't see too much potential there. I would have to see a huge amount of volume at the open, but I think CDMO is mainly my main watch. All right, guys, the open's going to start here real soon, about 20 seconds for me.
All right, I made it back just in time. All right, market opens up in 5 seconds, guys. 5 seconds. Good luck. There's the bell. All right, so let's see some momentum hopefully here now that the market's open.
All right, for my high day momentum, I got DCIX going off and EYEG there, guys.
Oh, DCIX. I missed this one. This is a shipping
Also,
stock.
Tops is moving with it. They're both the same kind of sector.
Yeah, both shipping. Neither one of them are tradable though.
Yeah. I actually started, guys, a V-wap fade alert scanner, so I'm starting to work on it through Trade Ideas. I think it's the best alert scanner out there, so I'm really working it, trying to code this for you guys. Get to the point where we could just watch an alert scanner.
TLRY.
All right, so look at CGC. This is my alert scanner doing work for me, guys. That's the V-wap fade alert scanner doing work for me.
Look at TLRY.
Huge red candle there.
TLRY kind of it gapped down some, or not really. It's break even, but big red day yesterday. We'll see if it has a continuation fade here on TLRY. Possible. Yeah, SCON was a 10-to-1 reverse split. But yeah, SCON is bearish though, Mitch. SCON, it's down to 840. It could bounce to the VWAP.
I'm looking at CGC.
Looking at
All right,
CLF.
CGC. So cat got cat.
Yeah, I see it.
That was my alert scanner letting me know of that one.
I'm looking at CLF as well.
Eyes holding, guys, above 19. If it holds above 19, it could start making a run back to the highs, guys. The breakout should be above 1910.
Look at CLF here, Mitch. CLF. Maybe a little late. Ugh, I missed it. I missed it. Look at that.
Yeah, she was a nice one. Up there, 11:15.
Look, there it goes. Yep. I noticed it. I was trying to pull it up on my Thinkorswim, but I missed it. But that was one. Now it's tanking. Not the best volume, but yeah, here goes CGC for you.
Yeah, I'm looking for 26s, guys. All right, right there, filled. 26. All right, guys, my stop is 26.15.
What's your shear size?
It's 100. It's a higher price name, so I took a smallest trade.
Wait, mine's saying it's not tradable. CGC.
Hey, CDMO guys broke that support there at 580. You can see the bounce there. Look for the bounce to 583 there. But there's no volume, so I need to see the volume increase here. There it goes, guys. There's the shorter there. At 585, 13,000 shares went in there.
On CDMO.
Yeah. 585, 13,000 shares went in there. And you're also seeing CLF, also potential there.
Right, that's what I'm watching.
But you see how CDMO, when it cracked that 585 and that big share seller, it's already down to 568.
All right, I'm going to jump in with 100 shares on CLF here.
I'm out on the other one, on CG.
All right, so I'm in with 100 shares on CLF.
Nice. What's your entry?
1103.
Guys, I held those 19s up there to 1927 now.
I don't know if I really like CLF though after I'm into it. My risk level is this 1110 point, but
I'm looking for a little bit more on CDMO.
I look at SCON, Mitch. SCON. Yeah, this is what I didn't like with CLF here. I'll give it that time to test the V-wap, but...
I think it's too bad, brother.
Huh?
It doesn't look too bad. What's your entry?
1103.
All right.
Break even.
1110s is fine right there.
Yeah.
Risk off of. Could get that cracked down in 11s. You did get a little bit more volume on that green candle. Then.
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
Remember,
it that much.
we always like to see low volume at the complete bottom.
Right.
You're getting low volume here.
And so I like that rejection right there.
I think your level is fine. Yeah, your level is fine.
See if we get a turn back around under the whole dollar. Look at CGC.
Right, guys,
CGC was a beautiful little V-wap fade.
There, guys.
On which one?
578 off of 585 there for CDMO.
All right, so here's kind of the level.
Squeezed out there, guys.
Look at CGC.
I got out there at 87.
CGC was a beautiful little fade there.
Yeah.
There we go. There's the drop I was looking for. Let's see a crack. There's 10. Nice. 97. Maybe bouncing back here quick. I mean, it cracked under the lows. I don't like the fact that it bounced off of 11 really quick. I mean, it dropped nicely, but CGC was the play.
Really, I'm not really seeing anything.
Just volume is just so sketchy.
On the long side, yeah.
This is one of those weeks where you just got to protect your account, I think, at least thus far this week. I'm getting out here on CLF. I just got out. I could see it starting to possibly squeeze up. Maybe I got out too early, but I just didn't like how it was moving. It bounced. It found too much support at the $11 area, so tiny loss. The volume's just low this week, guys. Actually, I don't know. Looking back, I kind of like CLF now, as crazy as it sounds.
It's one of those things where it's just on the verge, man. You have to have that 1105 entry. I think you being like 2 cents down, it just made you a little bit more.
Right. Look at
1105, and
Riot,
then
RIOT.
all right, I'll pay attention to that now. I'm seeing it crack down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean it's just a quadruple top for CLF right here, and so I could see it really washing, honestly.
Yeah, there's 209,000 shares that went in there at 1107 on CLF, guys. 209,000 went through there at 1107. So that's going to be the key spot.
And it's dropping from. I mean, I'm out already, but it's just. I mean, look at Verizon. Verizon had a few little fades. Yeah, possibly John. DNR Trek Racer.
Tops going off on my alert scanner, guys. Tops and Mara. But you
Yeah.
see, when you look at it, it's just not as exciting, guys. Usually my high day momentum scanner is just jumping like that. I has probably been the best one linear, and it's just been going up, guys. But I really didn't see an entry. I was thinking about it when it was in that 1930 range, but it never went down to the V-wap. It's up there already, 1955s.
Look at MARA crypto stock pushing up. Same thing with BLI in here.
All right, so I want to see if CLF can fail here. These 1107s.
Look at this. I don't even know
That's
the
the
word.
key area. Remember, guys, key area right there.
It's a five. It's not a quadruple top. It's a five top. One,
I
two,
can't.
three,
I
four, five.
can't.
Yeah,
I
like
can't top.
look at that thing, man. It has so much resistance there right now at 1108. But I mean, if it breaks that, it's gonna have a lot of support there as well. So I mean, I'm not upset for getting out. It could end up coming back down, but it's just too choppy at this point.
Hey, I mean,
It's a
you,
coin
you don't
flip.
want to catch yourself in a risky spot, right? Like that.
Right.
Especially when you see an order go in through there at 209,000 at a level.
Yeah.
That's very important. You see
There
the
it goes.
squeeze
It
right
broke.
there.
Yeah. It's a coin flip.
Guys, we respect our squeezes also with this, especially with the VWAP fade. Even on that 10 touch, we get out, guys. If we're going to risk off that 11-10, we're going to get out there. If we want to risk off 11-11, that's fine. Then we wouldn't be out there. But we got to know our number and respect it.
Yeah, here's the VWAP projection on RIOT. If it cracks under here, it's kind of bouncing back and forth. They're really choppy. Kind of bummed out. I noticed SCON starting to pull a VWAP fade earlier, and the volume was low. But yeah, look, see, this is why I got out of CLF. Way too choppy. But yeah, SCON, nice little fade there. Watching I here for a possible reverse back down. It just bounced off the VWAP. CGC was a really good one, but it wasn't tradable. That was like the perfect example of it this morning, the CGC. HCLP getting crushed. Yeah, HCLP just broke underneath the VWAP, and it's right around the low
You
of
could
the
look
day.
at JetBlue, man. JetBlue. JBLU.
I'm looking at HCLP here. All right, there's the crack on Riot for the VWAP rejection. So this is I posted my walkthrough video. This is that example of a VWAP rejection here. Bullish, break under the VWAP, bounce up to test it, rejected back down, cracks under the lows. Yeah, VZ had a nice few VWAP fades as well. Cool, I'm noticing that one as well, Verizon.
Alright, guys. Stock on my momentum scanner is BBGI. BBGI volume's pretty low though, only 280,000 on the volume.
There goes HCLP.
It's a gap down reversal.
HCLP, I'm looking for a bounce back to the V-wap, or at least right around to this low of the day at 1450 for HCLP, and I'll consider it then. Nice little V-wap rejection on Riot here, though. DDE, really choppy. But watching DDE here, way too choppy, actually. BLIN. It's in a bearish trend at this point, so I don't like BLIN. I'm not saying it won't come back down and reverse here, but it's just not the parameters I'm looking for. Appreciate the sub, Gary. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the sub, Y King. Welcome, brother. Yeah, so you can see MARA is kind of the opposing side of the VWAP rejection and the VWAP fade. It's the opposite. Bearish, bounce to VWAP, bounce off of it, continue up. I mean, I'm just not seeing anything right now.
Yeah, low volume, guys.
Same thing as yesterday.
Today's worse than yesterday.
Man.
I think today is worse than yesterday, and we're just trying to make it happen here.
I know, I missed the volume, man. This was the week I was supposed to use bigger sizing, but man, with this volume, I don't, I'm not really trusting much.
Yeah, there's not much. I don't trust the V-wap rejection right now. And
I mean, I'm looking for a possible bounce on HCLP. I may get in with the starter there on HCLP, but not super confident in it. The spread's too gnarly for HCLP to a 10-cent spread. No way I'm jumping in it. I do like this bounce, bear flag, possible reverse back down under these lows here. It's a 5-cent spread though, and it has some support at this 1425 level. CGC? I don't know. I mean, it's in a pretty bearish trend. I mean, I could, I guess, but it's in a pretty bearish trend. I don't know. Hey, 160 is a good gain, Stevie. RETA. Yeah, a few people have mentioned RETA this morning. Yeah, RETA is kind of following the VWAP there. PGTI. Yeah, PGTI looks okay. CSTM. Look at CSTM though here. This one is one that I'm interested in. Look at CSTM, Mitch. If I'm going to take a VWAP fade, CSTM is what I'm going to take it on really quick. Let me see. It is tradable. I got to find how much to buy. I'm going to get in with 50 shares here. If I can hurry up. Alright, I'm in CSTM with 50 shares here. Gonna see if it'll come back down. It's kind of a VWAP fade. If not, I can get out for a small loss. Don't want to see it break over the VWAP. My stop is probably 1284, 1285. Look at BLIN running up here. Yeah, volume's low today. Yeah, MARA, I've been watching that one as well. HCLP had that nice little bounce to 1450 like I was talking about, but volume is just so low today. I'm kind of regretting even getting in this trade just because volume's low, and that's a little bit. I need to have a little bit more discipline with this type of stuff, I think.
Yep. All right, guys. Short there. Hula at 35.67s. 35.67. 50 shares. Risking off of 35.80. Looking for this move back to 35.40s.
Look at Mara cracking under the V-wap. M-A-R-A. You said H-U-L-A or H-U-Y-A?
H-U-Y-A. Yeah, Hula. Also with IQ.
Yeah,
they
looks
move kind of similar.
For the V-wap
in
fade.
there at 67. It's kind of more of a rejection.
Yeah, for sure.
After it went bullish at the beginning.
I mean, I'm still liking CSTM. I think it looks viable for a V-wap fade here, but volume's low. Gonna try to let it work. BLIN is just running up massively here.
There you go. Down to 50s.
Yeah, that V-wap rejection.
Looking for 45s. Putting out the order now to close at 45.
PIXY. Looking good, brother. Looking good, man. Ooh, look at PIXY. I think NYC, or it was either NYC or Tiny was talking about PIXY, but look at PIXY here, Mitch. Starting to run big. Big, massive move here, PIXY.
Nice.
CLF ended up coming all the way back down to 1090. I mean, it was kind of like a VWAP fade, but not as. It didn't follow it well enough. PIXY, see if it bounces off the VWAP here at 364 and then continues on its bullish trend up.
Guys, I might get squeezed out of this Huya position. If I do, it'll be my last trade. Be a small loss, but not going to press anymore.
Yeah, I don't blame you, brother. Yeah, look at BLIN still pushing up here. It's just kind of a sketchy day in the market, man.
Without doubt.
Alright, so there's a big drop in CSTM. It seems to be finding some support
Guys
here.
can pay attention to maybe AUDC, AUDC, making a run on the long side. All right, guys, I'm out there on Huya at 35.80s.
Look at VZ, Mitch. I mean, it's a bigger, higher cap stock, but Verizon here.
Yeah, it's a bigger stock kind of day, man.
But it looks
So
like a
if you are
VWAP
going to take a
fade.
trade, if you are going to take a trade, I would maybe take it on a bigger name. That's why I went to Huya, but I just got a little faked out in the pattern. I think I could hold a little bit more, but I'm not going to push it today.
Yeah, for sure. Come on,
BLIN,
CSTM.
guys. BLIN, guys, going off on my momentum scanner.
What, BLIN?
BLIN.
Yeah. It's definitely a bullish day for BLIN. PIXY cracking underneath the VWAP here. Just a slow day today, man.
Yeah, I'm done, guys. I'm down like 30 bucks. Let me finish the day. It's gonna be an early one again, guys.
Market's just slow. It's not good for
There's
traders.
no point. There's no point.
Yeah, PIXY cracking underneath the VWAP here. I mean, I'm looking for CSTM. The spread needs to get a little bit better. It's a 10-cent spread at this point. Trying to crack here, looking for a break under 1250, but it may find some support there. But yeah, just kind of holding it patiently. Kind of like, yeah, CGC was probably the play for today. It wasn't tradable in TradeNet, unfortunately, but it looked good. Nothing else really did. I mean, maybe Verizon at this point for a V-wap fade, maybe. You know. Can you please explain volume? It shows exactly how much shares are on the market. Yeah, I mean, it shows how much shares are at any given time. Like, I'm on the 1 minute chart, and so these volume candles show how much volume was in the last minute. Like in this case, it's at 50,000, 52,000 shares. This one, it was at 70,000. This one at the open, it was at 120,000. So it just shows how many shares are being traded of that stock.
You missed the Verizon train, man.
Huh?
You missed the Verizon train.
The Verizon?
The train, bro. The train.
Oh, I know, brother. Cool. Yeah, man. Verizon looks good, brother. I mean, I gotta pay more attention to those higher price stocks. But all right, I am out of. I'm about to jump out of CSTM here. Market's just ugly. Ugly market today, guys. Ugly market. Watching level 2. It's getting pretty close to 1270. I'm out.
Yeah, this day's ridiculous, guys.
Oh, wait. No, I'm not out. It didn't let me out. Yeah, I'm out. No. Come on, man. This is what I hate about TradeNet.
Yeah, the little blockage, if you're not used to it.
There we go. Now I'm out. For break even. Good. Hey, I'm glad it gave me that little bit of extra time. Got out for break even on CSTM. Happy with that. Nothing else really looks good, honestly, guys. Everything's kind of slow, choppy, no volume here. You know, we'll see what happens. Not my favorite day in the market for sure. Not the day I want to make any substantial risk here. ATI looks weak. Really weak. Yeah, look at ATI. I mean, ATI. Nah, it looks okay.
Craig. No volume. Nothing there.
Man, guys, just be careful in this market. The volume's really low. A lot of fake outs. Nothing really following through. You just got to be careful with this type of market, just because this is the market where people end up losing their accounts is because they don't have the discipline to just not trade anything.
Yeah, I'm done for the day, guys.
Yeah, I feel you.
3 small losses. Definitely not going to push it.
But man, I hope the volume comes back.
Hey, man, it's just a couple dead days. It happens.
Yep. Appreciate the sub, Elliot. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, sorry guys, the volume's just low today. Not really much we can do. A little slow. Hopefully the volume speeds up some, but you know, you never know. Volume's low, a little shady. Not much really going on. Look, HUYA faked you out, and this is what happens on low volume days. This is really what happens.
Exactly.
Look at HUYA, just fake out. Happens a lot. Same thing with CLF. CLF faked me out as well. So it's these low volume days, guys. These low volume days are not great. A lot of fake outs, no plan or no kind of setup follows through to a T like I'm looking for. So
Yeah, it went to that 185 level and then just take down. These are the days that you feel like the market is working against you. You're like,
right,
I can't get a winning trade today.
right.
And there's a reason why.
These are the days that I used to trade and I used to come up with the setup. It's like, okay, if every trade I get into is a losing trade, let me just do the opposite of what I think I should do, right? So it's like if I see a stock and I'm like, I should go short there, nah, I should go long because whatever I do, the opposite happens. I remember seriously, I legitimately thinking that whenever I was like 2 years
Hey,
ago when I started trading.
I can't
Right.
blame you, man. You start going a little crazy when the patterns don't work.
Because it's like it makes sense. It's like if everything I'm doing is wrong, if 9 out of 10 trades are wrong, why don't I just do the opposite of what I'm thinking, right? Then it might work,
Should have just took the opposite to your trade today, bro.
right? I seriously remember thinking that though, and I mean it's because looking back in hindsight, it's because volume was not there. There's no volume, and
Yeah,
so if there's no
yeah.
volume, fake out city. You know what I mean?
You don't want to create a fallacy either. You just want to try to realize that today's not the day.
Yep.
That's as simple as that, And one of the things of being a trader is that you always feel you can make your money on the next trade, but really, what makes your money is on the next setup,
Right.
not the next trade. Anybody can hit that button. Anybody can take a trade. If you want to really be a professional, you got to know when to really hold your money and not put $30. Like even me, I'm now $30 in the hole. And what it does is it creates pressure for tomorrow. And tomorrow could be a day where momentum comes back. So
Right.
you want to save your weekly capital for the day that's actually hot.
Exactly. Yeah, look at CST. I'm kind of back down to where I wanted it, but fake out city. And I don't necessarily blame myself for getting out.
And you see Riot, Chop City.
Right, exactly. Cool. Cool says, and when you start doing the opposite, the market starts doing the opposite of that. That's 100%.
It's almost like they know. I used to think the same thing with sports gambling, guys. I used to do a little bit of sports gambling, not like big money, but just like more smaller money. I'd throw like $20 in an account or something like that and try to build it up. But then there'd be weeks where I'd be dead on. I could get every team right. And then there's like weeks where it doesn't even matter. You could pick the best team, you could pick the worst team. It was just like it's a 50-50 chance, and I still was getting it wrong like almost every time.
Right. Oh, BLIN. I mean, this one wasn't a VWAP rejection. This is a VWAP bounce. So this is like the opposite of a VWAP rejection. It bounces off the VWAP, breaks the VWAP, bounces off of it, continues up. VWAP
More of
bounce.
my long hold.
Right.
And a good volume there on actually when you get up there, you see how like the volume was actually the biggest bar was at the top. You got that 213K volume up there at 195. And you got a 10,000 seller up there at 192. So all you want to do is just see that 192 hold and get above there and try to make an attempt to that $2. Squeeze that person if it's a short, and if it's a long, it's going to hold on his number and get above there to try to squeeze through those twos.
Yeah.
It's just really not, when you look at it, the range, it's not there. Even on this stock, it's just not really there.
Verizon breaking over the
stock
VWAP.
I can kind of see maybe is but she's a tough one to judge sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, HUYA looked good. BLIN breaking the high here. Looks okay. Riot looks okay. Not the best. Just got so much support underneath it. One thing I'm noticing is that, the VWAP fade works the best when there's a gap to fill in pre-market. You know what I
without a
mean?
doubt.
Like that's when
I
it works
mean,
the
there's
best.
no. It's because it's filling the shadow.
Right.
It's a multiple. Actually, what happens is that it combines with multiple strategies, which helps us.
Right. The more
So
setups
it
going
brings
on.
more shorters, bring more shorters into the chart, and that's what's really helping us. You know,
Right. I used to
it's
preach about that a lot. Is that the more setups that are going on simultaneous. Like so, say it's the high of the day break plus the $half break plus the high of pre-market break. Like all three of those setups just brings triple the momentum. My bad. I know I cut you off. What were you gonna say,
no,
bro?
you're good. No, you're good. That's exactly the mentality. Look at SRNE. That was a good V-wap fade that was missed.
Oh yeah, that one did look good.
And this is from my V-wap fade scanner. The only thing is it's giving it to me way too late because it's breaking a 5 minute low.
Right.
But I'm working on this. You know, we're gonna be keep working on this. If I could get it down to a really good alert scanner, I'll go ahead and I'll start letting you guys have it. So we can just pretty much sit back, relax, and watch the alert scanner, pull up the chart, and then make a decision.
Right.
I starting to get a little interesting there. If I did take it, I would have to take it down as close to that 1920 as possible because it could pull back there a little bit before it goes long. You can
CLF
see
breaking the
it
high of the day.
holding 1914s and then curling around.
There's
But
BLIN. Washing down some, pulling back to the V-wap.
yeah, that's that seller up there, that 192 mark, guys. Buyers got stuck and someone got short there.
Watching see if BLN bounces off the VWAP. It could easily crack underneath it though. CGC was a good example too.
Yeah, that was the alert scanner. At least that helped me find that one really quickly. I was watching VKTX, but it never really gave me that entry that I wanted. Never bounced to that 1119s. It's
Right.
hanging down that 11, the daily low, could pop up,
I mean, it
hold
was
as a
a
resistance, but
yeah. The volume, like one thing, just the common thing is just the volume is just so low with a lot of these that it's just tough. Like there's just not much
there's
going on.
I, guys. I's getting a little bit better. What I would look for now is that a hold in that 925 area, and you can risk off a 1922. Yep, 22 would be the bottom of that, where the VWAP is. You can see 1920s coming right now, and then kind of curling around. Start seeing you're starting to see the little bit of a pennant there.
BLIN testing the VWAP again. We'll see if it bounces off of there this time. CLF starting to run. Yeah, you can just see how choppy CLF is. Like, this is the one I got in short earlier for that $5 loss, but it goes up to the VWAP, back down, breaks back above it.
It was
Just
like your trade yesterday, man. That thing went through the roof after you got out.
right. Yeah, both my exits today and yesterday, I'm really happy with, just because I think I got out for minimal loss on both. And that's what it's about on days like today, which is just Chop City. It's just about protecting your account. Like, don't get caught in a squeeze up. Like, getting out when you need to. And, even though yesterday break even, today small loss, like, I'm still happy with it just because I got out both of those trades I got in today and yesterday. Both got squeezed up immediately after I got out. And so I did well watching it and looking for that
Perfect.
squeeze.
This is a good learning lesson, guys. Remember, guys, that one of the best things I think any trader can do is start learning how to not be happy about what your realized or profit is, and start being happy about if you stayed to your strategy. If you stuck to the way that you're supposed to trade or the way that you're planning on trading. Sometimes I think we try to look in the joy of, hey, did I make money or did I not? And that really should not be where your emotion comes from. Because the reason, if you keep making your emotion come from the amount of money you make, you're gonna never really be able to handle the emotions of really sizing up big. The best traders, they just stop worrying so much about the realized and unrealized and start worrying more about the quality that they trade.
Right.
Quality over quantity, guys. And another thing is, try not to focus so much about happiness in life. It's more about joy, the joy of doing this. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely enjoy being a trader. I enjoy coming every morning and having a different day, not just having the same, boring job that most people go to.
100%.
Um, I enjoy this. I really truly like trading, and that's why sometimes I'm here every day, guys, when I shouldn't be. A day like today is a day that you might want to just call it, from pre-market. You know, but the good thing is to just really start seeing that, sometimes I can't really have my emotions derived from whether I win or lose, but we want to have our emotions from if we followed our plan, did our strategy, and took no trades that were just like no pattern trades, or I jumped in and chased something. That's when you really want to give yourself a pat on the back, because that's trading, guys. It's managing your risks, not taking the trades that are outside of your setup, and just really capitalizing on the days that you should versus as trying to take those trades and force trades, over trade on days like today. The real big key is days like today, you're going to be in the red. And if you're in the red and then you push, your commission is really what's going to hurt you,
Right.
because you're already in the red and you're just going to keep trying to get yourself out of the red. And all you're going to do is open up 20 tickets and then look at your commissions and just be astonished by what just happened. You're gonna be like, why did I just keep trading? I should have just stopped. At the very, most of the time we have a small loss at the beginning, and then we try to make up for that small loss, take a big hit, and then it can really start getting downhill from there. You can either determine that, hey, I see this next stock just jump up on my high day momentum scanner. I'm just gonna go in bigger sizing, trying to make this money back. And then that's when you really get yourself in the hole, guys.
It's about account preservation. Like, you have to preserve your account more than anything, more than you're looking for gains, more than you're looking for everything. You have to preserve that account. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way I see it, is like you have to preserve your account. Like, that's what the most important thing in trading is, preserving your account. Don't, you know, don't force trades that you don't have to, because like Mitch says, when you force trades, even if they're break even, the commissions are what's going to make it a net loss overall. And so you got to preserve that account. You got to just stay, treat the account like your baby, try to keep it alive.
Yeah, man. One of the key things, I study a lot about emotions. I have actually an AA degree in philosophy. I think that helps. For a long time, I even wanted to just study philosophy in itself. And one of the key things I always learn is that emotions are, the biggest and key liars in our lives. Just because most of the time you're using your subconscious to determine your emotions, and when we use our subconscious, we usually are not using our uh, correct side of our brain to actually use the logic.
Appreciate the sub, Gar. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
As you guys saw, I run up there to the highs there. It looked like it held those 25s perfectly. It just never came back to 25s for me to get in there, but it held those nines pretty nice.
Yeah,
Now,
RIOT looking weak, but still too choppy. I mean, it bounced.
yeah, it's gonna play with people, I feel.
Look at HUYA bouncing back to the V-wap here. Yeah, hopefully we get some better stuff tomorrow. It's just slow this week, guys, and that's okay. Like yesterday's break even, today a $5 loss. Those are manageable. Really, I just like to preserve my accounts in weeks like this, and then try to take some risk when the volume is good. And until we get that, the volume like this, it's just going to be slow days. No big risks. What do we think of AMD, Anthony? Let me see. Yeah, look at AMD. AMD had a nice few VWAP fades. This is a higher cap stock. It had a few beautiful ones. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not one of my favorite traders. I've traded it in the past and I've lost almost every time. So it's just not one of my stocks to trade. I feel like the high float on it affects it.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, CLF actually broke through the pre-market highs of 1134s. You guys can watch this. Maybe it's just going to be a linear stock and just continue on rolling up on a slow move up. Forgot what was the stock that did this yesterday? What was the stock you traded?
HCLP or
No, there's.
Yeah, HCLP did it.
Yeah, HCLP. That was the one that reversed and then just went up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one did it, and there's one more. I forgot one of the major ones we were watching yesterday.
Yeah, cool's right. It's earnings season, so RWLK, CLF, CTRV, TLRY. TLRY had a good VWAP fade. Ooh, I'm kind of bummed out I missed TLRY. Look at that one. I mean, there's a few stocks that are doing it. It's just higher price stocks today.
Yeah, it's like we said, it's earnings seasons, guys. So there's bigger stocks are moving.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of these, like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, a lot of these, I think, are following the overall market. Let's see what the overall market did today. No, the market, these are opposites of the markets. But yeah, TLRY had a few VWAP fades, AMD, CGC. So there were the play, like, there was some examples of it, but it's just slow volume today. Don't want to take any big risks just because it's too risky. As stupid as that sounds, don't want to take risks. It's too risky. But the volume's just low. Not a fun trading day, not an active trading day, just kind of slow, boring, nothing really going. A few movers, but...
One of my big traders says that days like today, it's cheaper to online shop than it is to trade.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that idea, you guys. You guys can go out and buy yourself something, and you'll probably spend less money than just trading today.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, just slow, dull day, guys. Don't see much.
There you go, Bitcoin, making money on Bitcoin, Anthony. I definitely think some traders have definitely shifted out. You know what's a stock that it has really, really impressed me on the daily chart? I never expected after that reverse to really, really just keep going. It's going to be here, Turtle Beach.
Oh, I know. It never came back down, man.
It's still going up, man. It's up there at $29. It's really impressive for a long-term trade. Like,
right.
When you think about it, did a reversal. It only did a 1 to 5 reversal, and man, did it starts going from that $5.
Yeah, man, this thing. I mean, I have some of their headphones. I'm kind of shocked though because like they're a headphones company. I have some of their headphones like for Xbox, but I'm just surprised the stock is this strong. I mean, I know it's a big company, but it's not that big, and I mean it's stronger than a lot of these other big blue chip stocks. So very strange, honestly. I don't know why it's up so much, but hey, it's up. Nice, Josh. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Cool. The esports is growing. Yeah, I feel you.
Look at
Insurance.
here, guys. Look at here. I was looking for this maybe to crack those 2940s, and dang, someone jump in there with 15,000 shares there. Knock it down.
Wow. Right as we're talking about it, which is strange.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing it up. I was watching it, but it was more of a chart that you have to watch on a 5 minute. It created a nice pennant, but you would have had to have at least risk 20 or 30 cents. And I don't think today's that day, guys.
Look at CLF. CLF breaking highs.
It's starting to slam down.
I know, I see it. Down to 28.50. But yeah, CLF just broke the high of the day.
Right.
Yeah, that's probably true. NYC says its strength may also be related to Fortnite.
Yeah, I agree. They might have like something related, you know.
Man,
Another
look at
thing is,
here.
I think they support gamer teams. Another thing, they sponsor a lot of teams. So
Yeah, G's tradable, but man, it made another drop on HEAR. It just kind of bounced back.
oof, it's a nice little drop there.
Yeah. No
Nice
entry
dollar drop.
unless you get in at the low of the day, but looks good.
Yeah, that's what the only trade was at that 29.50 area, but the risk was off 29.79. So I don't think anyone wanted to risk their 30 cents there.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm probably gonna go ahead and close the stream down now. It's just a boring, dull day. There's just not much moving. Hopefully tomorrow's a little bit better. I'm not super confident that it will be, but we'll see. You know, hopefully we get some better setups tomorrow. Earnings season this week, so very slow, boring day. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully we get some good gappers. I had a little bit of hope that today would be better just because the crypto was moving, but you know, we got a few movers, not anything to really speak about. So I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning starting at 8:45 a.m. market time. Usually stream until about 10:15 or 10:15, 10:30 market time. So make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see that and haven't already. Hopefully we get some more volume tomorrow. If you want to do your favor, help support this channel. Make me feel better after this slow, boring day. Hit the like button on this video. I definitely appreciate it if you could click the like button right now. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Outsiders looking at RIOT. Mitch, you want to say anything, brother?
Yeah, guys, should have gone shopping today.
Yeah. Bought myself some stuff on Amazon, you know.
Yeah, could have got myself some nice headphones from here.
For sure. Buy some Turtle Beach. But yeah, guys, have a good day. I'll see you all tomorrow, same time. Hopefully the volumes will be back. Let's all pray for better volume, guys. I appreciate the sub,
Take it easy,
Jeremy.
guys.
Yeah, have a good day, guys.